Hello everybody! Welcome to our coding class. This is coding class number 7. If you haven't been here before, don't worry. You don't have to go through the other 6 to follow this one. You can perfectly well follow it. If you're coming back, thank you very much for returning. So I'm super excited to be here today, and because we're going to be coding a farm. So with my kids, we were singing Old MacDonald Had a Farm, and I thought it would be kind of cool to make all these animals appear in the farm and make them make their noises and move around. So that's what we're going to do. Sounds exciting? So before we start, I'm going to showcase the blocks that we're going to be using. Most of them we've done in the other classes. If this is your first time, don't worry. You don't have to go through the other 6 classes to do this one. If you're returning, there's a lot of them that you'll remember. So for example, this start block is the start on touch. So it starts the line of code when you touch on the object or animal. Okay, we used it last week. We're also going to use speed. So there's actually 3 speed blocks. So they're all orange, and you'll see this is the slow block. So it has somebody that's almost stopped. Okay. You can also make it into a normal speed block. So that's this one here that has like 2 lines and somebody walking, or the super fast, which is with a lot of lines and he's running. So we're going to use that depending on the different animals. We're going to use a lot of movement blocks. So these are the blue blocks. So this one is move up. Then you have this one, which is kind of rotate to one side. We'll go slower in the coding. We have this one, which is rotate to that side, so it rotates a little bit there. Just that it's a lot of movement blocks that we're going to use today. Move left, move right, jump, and move down. Okay, so you can see there's a lot of movement blocks that we're going to be using today, because each animal moves in its own way. Then we have this green block, which is sounds. So we're going to record the sound of each animal. So green block. And we have our end blocks. Both the red one, which ends the line of code, or the repeat one, which when you reach the end of the line of code, it goes back to the beginning and repeats it. Okay? Those are all the blocks we're going to use today. Is there anything else that I'm missing? I don't think so. Are you guys ready to code? So I hope you have your iPad or tablet. Today I have an iPad with a cable and a battery because I just figured out that I was running out of battery. So hopefully it lasts the whole class. A tablet, or if you have a computer with ScratchJr installed, that also works. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start recording my screen so you guys can see what I'm doing and you can follow me. Okay? So we're going to start ScratchJr over here, and you're going to see that I always have this little black dot on my screen, so that's so you can follow where I'm pressing. Okay, so we're going to press on the house, and we're going to create a new project. Maybe your screen is different than mine because you don't have as many projects or you have different ones, but for everybody on the top left there's this white rectangle with the plus sign, so we're going to press on that. Okay, every time we create a project, it creates with ScratchJr, which is this cat. We don't need him for this one, so we're going to take him out. And the way you do that is press on him with your finger. So long press on him until he wiggles, and then press that red cross, and he should go out. My kids normally have difficulty with this, so make sure you're not wiggling your finger while you're pressing him. Or if you can't do it, get an adult to help you. Okay? So first thing we're going to do is put in a background. So that is up here next to the ABC. You see that you have like this blue and green rectangle. We're going to press on that. And with your finger, you're going to swipe up. So scroll up, okay? All the way to the bottom. If you have different backgrounds, you might already see this screen here. So on you're going to scroll until you find this one, which is the farm. Okay, even says farm on the top. So you have like the stage, this basketball court, the city here, and you want the one that's the farm. So this one here. When you have it, press on the tick box. Okay? And you should have the farm as your background. So now we're going to start adding characters. So we're going to go to the top left, so this rectangle here, and we're going to press on that plus sign. Okay? And all the characters that we can add are going to appear. what we're going to do is with our finger, again, swipe up. So swipe, swipe, swipe up until you reach where there's a lot of animals. So it has like a dog, a rabbit, a chicken, a pig, a horse, a zebra. So we're going to start with the horse. So press on the horse and press on the tick box. Okay? And we're going to put our horse, we're going to drag our horse all the way to the top. And if you notice, the horse is pretty big. So we want him a little bit smaller. Okay? The way we do that is we go to the purple blocks. So here, purple. And you have this block here that is a shrinking block. So you have like the bubble, you have a big person, and then you have a small person. So get that small person and drag him down. And press on him maybe 2 times. Okay? So press on him 2 times and drag your horse so he's more or less up there. When you finish doing that, just drag this purple block up so it disappears. Okay? So just drag it up. We don't need it. Okay? Now let's add more characters. So horse, now we're going to press on the blue plus sign next to the horse. And we're going to scroll down again with our finger until we reach the animals. And now we're going to get a pig. So next to the chicken, in between the chicken and the horse, there's a pig. Press on him and press on the tick box. Okay? And we can leave him more or less here in the middle. Okay? Now, under the pig on the left, we have another plus sign. So we're going to press on that plus sign. We're going to scroll down again. So swipe up with your finger. And we are going to get the frog. So you see the frog here? So he's underneath the butterfly, next to the duck, next to this salamander lizard. He's right there. So find the frog, select him, and press on the tick box. And we're going to drag the frog all the way down here to the bottom left. So under the horse. Okay? You guys got that? Cool. Under the frog, we're going to press another plus sign. So we're going to have a lot of animals in this farm. And we're going to scroll down again. So swipe down with your finger. And we are going to get a chicken. Because you can't have a farm without a chicken. So dog, the bunny, and next to the pig is the chicken. Press on the chicken and press on your tick box. And we're going to drag the chicken down to more or less, well, here. Okay, so just put your finger on the chicken and drag him down. Okay? And now we're down to our last animal. And we're going to get a very irritating one. You'll see what I mean. So under the chicken, you have another plus sign. Press on that plus sign. And again, swipe down with your finger. Swipe up with your finger. And in the animals, you have the dog, the rabbit, the chicken, the pig, the zebra, and you have a fly. Okay? So press on the fly and press on the tick box. And we're going to drag that fly up here to the top right. Okay, so just put your finger on the fly and drag him up. So we have our farm. We have our horse, our pig, our fly, our chicken, and our frog. So let's start coding them. Okay? So we're going to start with the horse. And if you see, the horse has disappeared. So the way we see the horse again is put our finger here on this, the part that doesn't have animals or boxes, and swipe down. You see? Swipe up, swipe down, swipe up, swipe down, until the horse appears. And we're going to press on the horse. Okay? And we're going to code 2 things on the horse. A noise and a movement. And they're going to run in parallel. So we're not going to have the horse making a noise and then move. We're going to have him making a noise while he's moving. Okay? And the way we do that is we go to the yellow blocks. And you have this yellow block of touch. So the one that I showed in the beginning. Why? Because we're going to touch the horse for him to start. So it has this hand and this person. So drag that down to the coding part where the horse is. So just drag down that yellow block. And we're going to start by recording a horse sound. So we're going to go to the green blocks. We're going to go to the microphone. Press on that microphone over there. We're going to press on the red circle, record a horse sound, and then press the tick box. So I'll do it first. Press on the record and go and tick box. Okay, I'll let you guys do it. Press on the record button, go nyeh, and then the tick box, okay? And that microphone that appears, you're going to drag it down. Okay? Cool? And that's all this line of code has to do. When you touch the horse, it's going to make a sound of a horse, and then it stops. So we go to the red blocks, and we're going to do the red block without the arrows. Okay, so it ends there. And now we're going to tell the horse to move. So we're going to code the horse to move. So let's go to the yellow blocks again. The one that has the finger, the exact same one, drag it down to under the other one or next to the other one. Doesn't really matter as long as it's separate from the other one. Do horses move fast or slow? Pretty fast, right? So we're going to go to the orange blocks and we're going to tell it to go super fast. So we're going to go to this block, orange block with the person, drag down that orange block, press on the arrow under it, and you see there's 3 people. So there's one that's stopped, one that's walking with lines, and one that's running with a lot of lines. Since it's a horse and we want him to go fast, we're going to press that one with a lot of lines. Okay? Cool? And now we're going to tell the horse to move. What do horses normally do? They run. And if you see, he's pointed that way. So we go to the blue blocks, and we're going to tell him to move to the right. So we drag down the arrow to the right next to the speed block. And we want the horse to keep moving. So as soon as you touch it, he's going to go, and he's not going to stop. So we go to the red blocks, and we use the one with the arrows. Okay, so drag down the one with the arrows. So what does this do? When you touch the horse, we're telling it go fast and go to the right. Repeat. So go fast, go to the right, repeat. So you're just going to keep galloping to the right. Okay? While the top line, what it does is when you touch the horse, it's going to make a horse sound once and then stop until you touch him again. You see the difference? One will be looping all the time doing it, and the other one just does it once and then he stops. Okay? Cool. So our horse is now coded. So now let's go to the pig. So under the horse on the left, you have the square with the pig. Press on that and make sure the pig has the yellow square around it. Okay? So you should see a pig down here. We're going to do exactly the same thing as when we touch the pig. So go to the yellow blocks. The one that has the finger, drag that one down. And now we're going to record a pig sound. So go to the green blocks, go to the microphone, press the red circle, and go oink, 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 and then press the tick box. So I'll let you guys do it. Press the microphone, the red circle, go oink, 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 and then the tick box, okay? And when you finish that, press the microphone and drag that microphone down. Not press the microphone, just drag it down. The new microphone that appears with the number 1, okay? And we're going to go to the red blocks and drag down the red block without the arrows. So he's just going to make this noise once when we touch on the pig. However, he is going to move and keep moving. So we're going to do another line of code. So we go to the yellow blocks, again, the one with the hand, to the one that has the person in the hand. Just drag it anywhere. Now I'm going to do it here to the side. It really doesn't matter. Go to the blue blocks. And what do pigs like to do? They like to roll in the mud, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to have them kind of roll in the mud and then twist in the mud. So to roll, we're going to put an up arrow from the blue blocks, a down arrow from the blue blocks, a rotate, so a wiggle that way and a wiggle that way. Those are these ones that have the circle and the arrow. So circle, arrow to the right, circle, arrow to the left. Okay, up, down, circle right, or rotate right, and rotate left. And we're going to want him to do this for a lot of times. So we go to the red blocks and the one with the arrows, and we drag that one to the end. So what this does is, when we touch the pig, both these lines of code are going to execute in parallel, or run in parallel. This one will say oink, 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 and then stop and do nothing else. And this one will tell it, pig, move up, move down, rotate, rotate, and then repeat. So it's like he's rolling in the mud, basically. Okay? Cool? Awesome. So now let's go to our next animal, which is the frog. So here on the left, under the pig, press on the frog. So you should have the yellow box around the frog. Okay? And we're going to code him as well. So, surprise, surprise, we're going to go to a yellow block to start the line of code. So always yellow blocks. We're going to use the one with the finger again, so that when we touch on the frog, this will start executing. We're going to go to the green blocks, which are the sound blocks. We're going to press on that microphone and record a rabbit sound. Okay? So press on red, ribbit, 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 and press on the tick box. I'll let you guys do it. So press on the red circle, say ribbit, ribbit, and the tick box. And drag that microphone that appears, the one with the 1, down next to the yellow block. Okay? And we're going to end that line of code. So go to the red blocks and the one without the arrows and drag it down next to the microphone. Okay? Now, we're going to have the frog move. So yellow blocks again, the one with the hand, drag it down, and we go to the movement blocks. And how does a frog move? He normally jumps, right? So we're going to get the jumping block, which is the one here that has like these rectangles up and then it goes down. So drag that one down. And when they jump, they also move. So we're going to move to the left. Okay, so jump and then move left. And we want the frog to keep repeating that. So we're going to go to the red blocks and the one with the arrow. Okay? So to recap this one, when we touch the frog, he's going to say ribbit, ribbit. And at the same time, he's going to jump and move. And then repeat. Jump and move. Cool? Everybody has the frog? Okay? We're just missing 2 animals. The chicken and the fly. And the fly is going to be a little bit different. Okay? So, for the chicken, we're going to press on the chicken here on the left. So make sure he has a yellow box around him. Okay? We're going to press on the... Oh, by the way, if you press on the chicken for a long time and he gets wiggly, so you see the red cross, just press anywhere else on the screen and it'll disappear. Go to the yellow start blocks. We're going to want the one with the finger. And what are we going to do now? You guessed it. We are going to make a chicken sound. So we go to the green sound blocks. We're going to go to the microphone. We're going to press record. We're going to go cluck, 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 cluck. And the tick box. You can make any chicken sound that you want, okay? I do cluck, cluck. So we're going to go to the microphone, drag that one down, and go to the red blocks, and drag down the one without the arrows. Just like we did for the other animals. Okay? Cool. So we're going to go to the yellow blocks again, and we're going to do another line of code. So the same block of touching. So each of these means that you have to touch the chicken for it to actually do what's in the line of code. And for the chicken, what we're going to do is we're going to make a move and then peck. You know how they're always pecking the floor? So that's what he's going to do. So we go to the blue movement blocks. He's going to move that way. So we want to move him to the right. And we're going to make him peck by rotating. So we're going to press the arrow, the circle with the arrow to the right, and then the circle with the arrow to the left. So basically he's going to move, peck, and then move back up again. And we're going to have him do that all the time. So which block do I have to put now? The red block with the arrows, right? Because we want him to repeat that. So red block with the arrows, and we drag it down. Cool. Okay, everybody should have that. And now to recap, when we touch the chicken, 2 things will happen at the same time. One is that he will say the chicken noise and then stop and not do it again. And he's going to move, peck, and then repeat. So he's going to keep doing this forever and ever and ever until we stop the program. Cool? Last animal, and then we're done. So put your finger, you can't see the fly, so we're going to put our finger here, and whoops, if that happens, touch anywhere on the screen. Put your finger here and move your finger up and down. See? So the fly will appear. Press on the fly so he has a yellow box around him. And now we're going to do something slightly different. See if you notice the difference, okay? We're going to go to the yellow blocks. Again, you tap the fly. So you want the one with the hand, with the finger, okay? We're going to record a fly sound. So go to the green blocks, go to the microphone, and press the red circle. And go. Bzzz, bzzz. Tick box. Okay? So fly sound. You can do whatever fly sound you want. I find them like when I'm sleeping at night and you hear that bzzz next to your ear, it's super irritating. Drag down that microphone, and now it's where we're going to do something different. So a fly is super irritating, and his noise, if he's flying, it's always there. It doesn't stop. It's always zzz. So we're going to go to the red blocks, and we're going to get the one with the arrows, okay? And we're going to drag that one down. So what is this different from the other animals? The other animals had the red without the arrow. So this means that that zzz will just keep going. We'll see it when we run the program. And for the fly, we're going to have them kind of flying all over the place. So we go to the yellow blocks. We go to the one with the finger. Again. We're going to go to the movement blocks. And we're going to have him flying around. So we're going to have him fly to the left. So that arrow to the left. We're going to have him go up, arrow up, and we're going to have him do like a little jump in the air, kind of like how flies fly. And we're going to end this with the red block with the arrows, okay? So to recap the fly, when we touch the fly, he's going to make zzz sound and just keep going and doing it forever and ever and ever. And he's going to move that way, up, and jump. That way, up, and jump. Cool? Everybody has this on their ScratchJr and their iPad or tablet or computer. Cool. Awesome. I wish I could see you guys because I'd be really excited to see what your reactions to this coding now. So we're going to try it. Go here to full screen. So it's up here. So you see the house and then you have this one, the rectangle with the lines in the corner. Press that one and you should have a full screen of a farm. Press the green flag and you'll see that nothing happens. Okay, so this week, we haven't used any yellow blocks with a green flag, so nothing will happen until we touch something. So let's start with the horse. Take your finger and press on the horse. And you'll see he's galloping through the farm. Isn't that cool? And he did the sound once. Let's press the pig. Oink, 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 oink. He did oink, oink once, and now he's going through the mud. Let's press on the rabbit. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. Isn't that cool? We're going to press on the chicken. We're going to go cluck, 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 cluck. And now our last one is the fly. Go. See? The noise repeats because of that change that we did in the code. Isn't that cool? Guys, super happy. Hope you guys made it this far. Hope you enjoy your farm. Experiment with it. Love having you. If you like these coding classes, please press subscribe on the channel so that you'll get it every time I publish one. The idea is to have at least once a week. And let me know any feedback or any ideas you have to code in the comments below. Hopefully I'll be able to do a coding class with the idea that you guys have as well. And let me know if you guys created anything. I'd be super excited to know if you guys are able to do something with these coding classes, okay? So see you next week. Bye!